Ooh, almost a year now.
Good evening, one and all. It is Friday, it's the end of the week. It is time that we jump into some more variety, and that today is a little bit of MTG. We're on Magic the Gathering Arena, and there should, if I've done it correctly, fingers crossed, there should be an overlay today. That means that you'll be able to mouse over the stream whilst games are in progress to have a look at cards, read the finer details as to how they actually work. Even if they've gone to the graveyard or into exile, you'll still be able to see what is going on without having to ask around every single card and hope that I actually respond in time. So that should make it a little bit more interactive and visible for you. But welcome on everyone, hope you are doing well today. And I was read with the resub there up onto 11 months, indeed almost a year. Cheers indeed for the resub, much appreciated. Cheers indeed. Might finally understand the game now? Maybe, absolutely. So the overlay shouldn't really be showing anything just this second because obviously I'm not in a game right now, but as soon as we get into the first one, it should be all popping and going. And as I mentioned it, I also noticed I've got the overlay shown for myself. This particular bit of the overlay is my in-game overlay. It's not showing for you guys because it shouldn't show. So where my mouse is at the moment is actually where some buttons are hiding. Because I'm only streaming the game itself, you don't need to see all the extra ancillary details. You'll have the stream overlay to use. I was just saying, not made it to an MTG stream before, but gotten deeply sucked into the game in the past few months. Hey, well, fair enough then. Now, I have got a daily challenge here for casting blue and green spells, and considering that gold is always nice to pick up, seems like a worthwhile challenge to me. Orange request from Ductile. There we are. We've got some orange lights in the background as well now. Well, there we are. So if I load this up into standard, let's not go for you. Let's go with my blue-green Proliferate Brawl deck. Let's give that one a start. And this will be a good way to test if the overlays work at the same time. Yup. Hopefully it's all working. You'll let me know, I'm sure. You're over 100,000 spanners? Nice, Petra, nice. Oh, I see, I see, yeah. Not to worry. I'm sure you'll recognize all the processes. It's still MTG after all. And here we go. We have ourselves a Gamba. We have a Gum. We're up against a blue-white deck. Okay, what blue-white is that in particular? This one is all about artifacts and speed. Okay, not a fan of what we're going to be dealing with there. This, however, does allow me to deal with some of that by putting the pressure on. So let's go with this hand and see what happens. They've had to mulligan just once. This comes in tapped. I don't get a quick start, but that is fine with me. I am going to go with... I think, let's go for a mana-efficient opening here. I know Venerated Rock Priest is good, but I'm going to go with a more mana-efficient start. Overlay's working? Lovely. And it's gone. Well, that's fine. Things could have been a lot worse there. Things could certainly have been a lot worse. But now I've got the mana to pop this out straight away. There we go. And... you know what? Let's just pass there. let's just pass. When I hold this, I can bring back my creature if it needs defending, or I can bounce his if he casts something terrifying. Okay. You know what? Let's bounce that out now. Let's get that out of the way. Surveilling into another land. Yeah, well, I'll take the land, yeah. I will take the land. There we go. Let's go straight into having you on the field. Seeing as I have the mana to play it, let's go with that there. Yes, you could also see the opponent's played cards. So if the opponent has a card that is visible, you are able to see it with the overlay, whether it is in their hand and visible, whether it's on the battlefield, whether it's in their graveyard. Oh yes. Alright, now this is an artifact creature, which means it is eligible for this. Destroy target artifact. Goodbye. Yes. We have options to remove things. And with that, let's go for a good old Swingerinos. I'm going to hold on to my remaining mana here. Keep hold of this counterspell. As much as I'd like to have the Thrumming Bird on field, counterspell is more important right this second. When it enters, build 2 cards and draw 2 cards. Keep throwing it more. You know what? I'll let you have. No. No, I don't. Yeah, he's going to get more cards, so let's just do this. Counter that now, because it transforms. Let's take that out. There we go. Okay, let's bring this one in. Splendid. Swing with these. And you know what, actually? Let's get some bits here. Look at that, another land. Spin it again, why not? Ooh, hello. I will definitely be holding on to that on the top. Now, my opponent is aware that that's on the top. They're aware that I'm looking to cast that there. Get that proliferate going, but I don't mind them knowing that I am pretty much tapped out here, considering they've got all those cards up there. I don't have a lot of options. Oh, what is it going to go for? Oh no, not that one. That's annoying. That is annoying to lose that there. Okay, so I can go for this, get the extra cards, get the proliferate going, and I think that's a good idea, honestly, because I am struggling for cards right now. There we go. Much better, much better. And I can pop this down. And pop a new fire out there. Do I attack into this? Yes, because they can't actually kill this. But it also doesn't get through. So there's not really any benefit. So I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to hold there. I am just going to hold. Let's see, what is their next play? Now, they have got a bunch of mana on field now. And their artifacts are a little bit cheaper. What's this one? Exile, target non-land permanent. Great! See, that is supposed to respond to being targeted spells. Twice now, they've done it with ETB targeting rather than targeting spells. So, my Venerated Rock Priest is triggered 0 times as a result. Not a fan. Not a fan of that. Okay. Let's get started with... Yeah, he sees what's going to be my obvious play here. And I'm going to go straight into that combat. This is going to swing over the top. He can do nothing about it. It hits, it proliferates. Because of proliferation, I draw a card. Well, let's see what I get here. Opponent gets a poison counter, draw a card. I can certainly get the value out of that as well. Why not? There we go. Oh, got a Mirex. Interesting. Alternatively, I can get even more proliferation going. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can afford both of these. Let's get this out. And let's shut down his cheaper stuff. Take away a little bit of that free mana he's got there, and then to finish it off with a Scry. Oh yes, that applies even more poison. I am definitely happy with that. End turn. Now, I'm not using this Staff of Completion right away to leave them a little bit concerned as to, ooh, what's he going to do? What's he going to do? Don't need to show everything I intend to do. What's he going to target? The throwing bird. Fair enough then. Okay. Nothing I can do to stop that. I will just let that happen. Okay. Exile target artifact or creature opponent controls till it leaves the battlefield. God damn it. Another? What's he going to go for? This? Alright, might as well use it now. Pay for 3 life. Proliferate. Huh. Did not realise that would trigger their speed, but that's fine. Still get the benefit out of this, kind of. That was a lot of bad juju. But it's not over for me. Far from it. It's just mildly frustrating. Okay. Let's pop that down. You know what? Might as well just swing at them. He blocks it. That's fine. Bam. Yeah, it goes nowhere. And then I do that. Now he's probably going to block it, a counter or something, and oh no, he's got nothing. Okay, well that works for me. Thank you. Excellent. In which case, 1, 2, 6, 7 mana. Yeah, I have already played that turn. So let's go. This offspring it. Auto pay. Down it goes. Oh, and they've quit. There it is. And the reason they quit there, just to be very, very clear, is that I just brought in 2 creatures at once, and this one says, hey, here's a creature entered. If you want to, you could spend 2 more mana and proliferate. Proliferate would take this up to 9. The other one wouldn't be able to trigger. I don't actually have enough mana for it, although he might not have counted that. But he'd be 1 poison away from just straight up death. The proliferation would also give me more card draw because of my commander. So yeah, that just tore straight into them there. They wanted to take everything away, I still poisoned them. So yeah, that worked out quite nicely. Gotta love poison. Oh yeah. Poison is basically the way that Proliferate wants to win. There are other Proliferate options, but Proliferating Poison is just such a good win con. It's just actually getting the power to make it happen. Blitz is so fast. I'm not sure I'd say it blitzes really fast. I've seen a lot of fast win cons. Rarely would I achieve fast with Poison. Poison's nice formats where health amounts are inflated. To an extent. To an extent. So yes, Poison has that thing where it's just 10 counters. It doesn't matter if someone has 20 health, 200 health, 2 million health somehow magically. 10 poison counters, you're out. So it basically just runs circles around life gain entirely. But usually those formats where there is increased health is there for a reason, and it's not because it wants the game to last that much longer. It's rather to stop the game from being that much shorter. That's the impression I get. So take, for example, a typical game of 4-player Commander. Sure, everyone's got 40 health rather than, say, in Standard it's 20 or Standard Brawl 25. 40 health is more to chew through, but there's also more opponents. There is more that can go disastrously wrong for each individual. Those hit points actually matter a lot more. And Poison doesn't work with your allies. If one person does 10 damage, one person does 10 damage, and then you go to attack the other person who's taken that 20 total, your Poison hasn't gotten any closer to winning. They are. 3 mana available, and some things I can play. I'm happy to play this. We're all mana 2, which is a bit annoying, but I'll keep this. And here's all 2 mana. None of these are tap lands, I'll just start with the forest. Why not? Oh, there's a 1 mana thing. Okay. Let's pop this one down for now, and let's bring out a Toxic 2 Variction Elf Scout. It might die straight away. I am against black-white. They have a tendency to just murder things. Oh, they're not going for that. They're going for ramp. Okie dokie. That means I can't... They haven't put anything down for use on that. So let's go this into Let's go into Innkeeper's Talent and then upgrade it to give some protection to my creature. There we are. It now has Ward 1. Because they've done nothing for me to interact with, I can instead just build up my own side at the start there. They're going for yet more ramp. That is certainly a choice when there's already a bunch of poison happening. I suppose they really want to get this Planeswalker out, which I don't really have a way to deal with. Exile all graveyards? Well, that already happened. Alright, now I've not got any more land to play, which is a little bit upsetting. Just teeny tiny bit upsetting. So I'm going to go into the Venerated Rot Priest here. And do I go with... yeah, Basilisk Collar and Aspirant's Ascent. No, I want to save the flying, I feel like. Yeah. So I'm going to go... I'm going to go into the Throne Bird. No, that's opening me up to a board wipe. I don't want a board wipe, so let's pop this down. That'll be fine. Let's put protection onto the Venerated Rot Priest. Swing with this. Bam, there we go. There's the board wipe. Yep. I can't dodge this one with these, so we just let it happen. Also... yeah, stuff that goes to the graveyard is actually going into exile. Oh, and there goes that as well. Okay, so he has just taken out basically everything I built up. Ugh. A little unfortunate. And again, I've not drawn land. But that's fine, I can put down my Bloated Contaminator instead. That was a 3 mana card rather than something cheaper, but it's fine. Oh god, this has arrived. Well, that's it. They must have had that in hand from the start. Now I lose. I don't think I can get through that. Yeah, I don't think I can get through that. And I'm still not drawing land. Oh, there's a land tank. Fuck for that. But yeah, they now have a hexproof Planeswalker, which means I can't interact with it via spells, only via attacking, and they just got rid of all my creatures, so there goes everything I could have attacked with. It's kind of a bad day there. I did not, in fact, get them to lethal before they just got this full power. So I don't think I can win from here, I'll be quite honest with you. I don't think I can win. They just have a lot of things on board, and I don't have things to react to that at this point. More ramp? You needed more ramp. Okay, sure. This one, that was a 4 mana, and this one was a 7 mana, yeah. Ow. They're going to swing, I'm going to let them hit me. Like, hell am I getting through that? And then he proliferates, which is going to buff both of his Planeswalkers up by +1. Nothing I can do to stop that. That's just how it goes. Yeah. Alright, let's pop this down. Sod it. Maybe I can bullshit this. Yep. He's fallen for it, at least in that regard. So, we go with this to buff that. Which means now it survives the combat. Bam. And then take out that one before it can do the rest of what it wants to do. Follow this up with activating that. I've taken out both of his creatures. That's a creature thing. That's not really going to help me. No, it could help, actually. It's not great, but it could help. I'm going to leave it. Proliferate is the way for me to win here, so fuck it. Let's do it. Now, unfortunately, they've got enough to steal my next creature. There it is. Oh joy! Another Planeswalker! Yep. So they've got a Planeswalker deck, and here's me actively trying to run a proliferate deck, which basically buffs the fuck out of their deck when they steal it all off me. Why would you want to put your cards in your graveyard? Yeah, you can get them back out, and there's things that rely on it as well. But yeah, the best thing I could do here is stop them from proliferating with my thing. So just taking that away from them is the best that I have. What's your interaction? It's a cycle, okay. There we go. They are one step closer to death. Might as well sack this now and get the card draw. It's a land. I can, I guess, use that. But yeah, by tapping that, I stopped them from proliferating and buffing their planeswalkers to the 9s. But they can still do pretty much everything else they want to. Ow. And then I'm going to take 4 damage. That's going to buff up this thing with another 4 loyalty counters on it. Again, nothing I can do about that. Return target creature to its owner's hand. So I suppose I could just get rid of one of those, but that doesn't really do me a lot right now. So what I can do is I can play that. I can't afford the proliferate, unfortunately. Pop this on that for the exploration to see if I can get the land drop. Yes, I can. But I'm not going to attach that right now. End turn. I'm holding this to protect my command, basically. There it is. So he's targeting that. Got him to waste it. Now I bounce this back out. Bring it to my hand. Basically just stole his ability to steal from me. That was the idea there. He's still going to hit me for 4, 7... is it this one that does another 3? No. So still 7 incoming damage, and whatever this adds to it. Oh, Christ. Yeah, so I can get them to 9 just on the play of this. Oh, come on, if only I had this sooner. Yeah, this gets them to 9, but they still win. Unless I draw something amazing, but I will have spent all my mana, so I don't. I'm going to spend it anyway, because fuck it, why not? Draw the cards. Nothing. Not a damn peep. That's game. Yeah. They're one away. One more would have done it, but I just didn't have it. There was just no way for me to do anything once he's got this out and could start just stealing my stuff. This is a very, very powerful planeswalker. Board wipe into that as well, so it just... my entire presence was immediately removed. Oh well. Yeah, this was late, but at the same time, my opponent could have just stolen it. So, if nothing else, my opponent would have just had a double proliferate. That's possibly the worst bit of it all, is the fact that they were stealing the proliferates, which was them proliferating their side. I don't have any counter for that. I don't have any counter for, haha, here's a hexproof planeswalker, which is now going to steal your stuff and create tokens of it, which are also flying, so you can't even easily block them. There's just not a counter for that in this entire deck. So yeah. As soon as he had that one in hand and ramped into it, that's game. And I still got him this close. So yeah. We win some, we lose some. So Flood, pretty much, yeah. It's one of those decks to face where their entire game plan is very specifically just to shut down their one opponent long enough that they can get out their very difficult to remove stuff. And at that point, they just play big, 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 steal, 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 win. Which, you know, is a valid playstyle. It's just, yeah, it kind of kills me. This is a 0 creature start. I can't take that. It looks nice, but it's not actually nice. as much as I want both of those, I'm going to free mulligan. This is a 1 creature start, which is not really any better, but I'm not going to mulligan again. That's going to make me too weak in a 1v1. Certainly against a Liliana, who is going to empty my hand. That is going to be their entire existence, is to empty my hand. I should have played this one first. Shit, now I'm not going to have... I'm not going to have counterspell now. Fuck. Fuck. Alright. Well, that's game. They're going to get Liliana out, and there's nothing I can do to stop that now. Bollocks. I might as well get something out to at least put some hurt back or force them to try and kill it. Oh, and of course they got 2 mana kill card and play mono black. Oh, they didn't play it. Okay. Have I ever played Modern Yu-Gi-Oh? I have not, no. It's Liliana, ladies and gentlemen! If I played my land correctly, I could have countered it, but I didn't think ahead. And now my creature's dead. Slow land. I should have played this one turn 1. Liliana would not have been in play if I played this turn 1, but I didn't. And I still can't interact. Yeah, that was a singular mistake. Oh, and now they've got Counter Souls, which means I can no longer counterspell their Phyrexian creatures. Well, at this point, I'm going to get rid of my Long River's Pool, because counterspelling is going to be a problem now. So why hold on to the counterspell? Except that's not even Phyrexian. I got bamboozled. Now, that thing. Okay. How do I play this one out? Yeah. In goes Mirix. Let's get this on field so that proliferates give me additional value. If I don't get the additional value out of proliferates, I'm not going to get my card draw. If I don't get my card draw, I lose. They're sacking their Liliana to kill my commander. Fair enough. Okay, didn't see that coming. I thought they were going to force me to discard. That is a little frustrating. Yep. That is a little frustrating. I once again have not hit my land drop. I don't have any poison on them so far, so let's sit that down so it doesn't keep doing its thing. Again, it's kind of a wasted of a proliferate, but I need them to sit down. Sure, have your token. Now, black is very bad at removing enchantments, so without killing that creature, it's basically stuck there forever. They're focusing on the card draw. They are going to run out of mana doing that. And again, I missed my land drop. Okay. I could go for this for the ramp, and I think that is the better play here, so I can get more out next turn. And it's harder for them to kill it all. Yeah, I'm going to focus on ramp here. Let's see what direction I could take this. Losing hit points is fine. Losing the game is less fine. So that's why I don't mind the ramp focus right in a second. And I'll take the 2 hit points. That Preacher of the Schism is in my way. I would like to get it out of the way. Not sure if I have a way to do that. I can also shut down their ramp by destroying that artifact. And that might be a good idea here. That might indeed be a good idea here. So let's destroy that artifact. Get that out. I could play this. I have a Death Touch versus Death Touch, which can also go into Toxin. Yes, let's do that. No attacks with these, they'll be wasteful, end turn. Now, I don't have enough mana for a counterspell here. Let's go Phyrexian Arena, he's going for even more card draw. Okay. He's not attacking, excellent. I can now tap both of these to give him +1/+1 counters. Let's see, I've got 7 mana to play with, potentially. Let's get this on field. If I proliferate twice, it's also flying, and I can make it indestructible. Let's go with no attacks here. Again, hold for the moment. Careful approach. At least they're missing the land drops? Yeah, which means they're missing out on their commander. Now, they might have just hit their land drop here. They did get a double draw. There it is. Is it commander time? I have a counter, if so. They don't know this, of course. They may fear it, but they don't know it. Okay, yep. This is fine. Past the blockers. I will have you block that. And just you. What's their play here? I don't mind them coming through with a little bit of damage. Because they are open now. Unless they do some kind of board wipe action. Let's see what we got here. What are you going to go for? They're really thinking. Which is good. We've got them in a spot where they have to think. Even with that many cards in hand, they're not too certain what they can do here. This is good for me. Destroy all creatures. Alright, we're countering the fuck out of that. Counter target spell. Absolutely not, thank you. Okay, this gives me freedom to slam into them. So, with that in mind, let's absolutely send this one. And you know what? I'm only going to need to send that one, aren't I? No, I can go for a hit point victory. Yeah, let's go for a hit point victory here. And yeah, let's just swing. I probably, if I was going to go hit point victory, I probably should have gone for the proliferate double tap first. But okay, let's just do this now. Yeah! Proliferate! Proliferate again. I know, my commander's not on field, not getting the benefit of that. But that's put a lot of hurt onto them. They're going to be far less likely to want to attack now. Although they can still get out the commander, but sacking a creature isn't going to clear a lot off the field. They're going to need a board wipe, which they may have another board wipe. Only time will tell on that regard. Only time will tell. But I've got them up to 3 poison. I've got them down to 12 health. They are bleeding health thanks to Pharix and Arena. Okay. I was tapped out, unfortunately, so couldn't protect that. That happens. And now they're going to exile it so it never comes back, I guess. Yep, there it goes. Understandable. I did tap out to make my play there. That was greedy of me, I acknowledge that. We got a land drop, so let's drop our land. Let's see, can I get through them here? I don't have the massive proliferate options now. This is a little bit more awkward. Does Sorcerer's Spyglass shut down Planeswalker? I think it might do. I could permanently shut down Liliana with that. I'll bear that in mind for the moment. First, I'm going to go for the poison, get the draw, see what I find. Return permanent to owner's hand, then surveil. We can hold that as an instant. And this one is also a proliferate variant of the same. I'd like to hold, to be honest. Or I could just get Commander out. I am stuck on my choices here. Yeah, let's get this on field. Let's shut down Liliana. I get to look, and then I choose Liliana of the Veil, because there's nothing in there I'm that concerned about. Liliana can no longer have activated stuff. Next. Let's go no attacks on that. End turn. I have no idea if it does actually work the way I want it to, but at the very least, if it's eligible, then that should block it. Okay, gonna have to discard a card here. Understandable. I'm not gonna be able to get a lot out of this guy, I think. That one's worse. Let's discard that one. Yep, gonna mill. Now he's gonna exile stuff. He's gonna have a increasing board presence, which I'm not a fan of, but you know, it's fine. Has to attackers. Yeah, he's just attacking with the death touches. Fair enough. Gets extra benefit there. That's fine. Let's... Yeah, that's ward 2 and pay 2 life. Can't remove that just now. These tapped out, so let's bounce that out. That's nice. And let's bounce that out. Proliferate again. Okay. So now with that in mind, he has still got 1, 2 blockers. But I don't think he'll want to block with either of them particularly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plain mana and 2 from options. I think bringing out Commander right now will be a bad idea, so let's go for this one. Let's go for this one. Oh, he's got some token blockers as well. I suppose there is that. Because he's got token blockers, is it worth swinging? Because I'm going to need the defenses. Yeah, let's threaten a little. But they're gonna not let it happen, are they? Yeah. He gains a life. Not really a good return for me, but if I don't do anything, I'm just going to let him have an even bigger board presence. Especially if he's going to be able to start bringing back those 2 things I just bounced. Yep, here comes the first thing I bounced. Oh, that's going to make me mill and lose a life again. And it triggers more of the zombies. Not fair. It's completely fair, it's just frustrating. Yep, out comes this one. Out comes that one. Uh-huh. He was always going to target something on me, so he's always going to get the zombie, so I'm not actually that mad about that. Is he going to attack with anything? Doesn't gain a lot to attack with anything, but yeah, he attacks with nothing. Absolutely understandable. I'm going to use the opportunity to tap this and tap this for the extra. Actually, and this one I'm going to create a might. Just increase my board presence a teeny tiny bit. This is a counter. That doesn't work for me right now. That is no bueno. So I might as well... Oh, I don't have enough mana for this to proliferate twice when it drops. No, I don't. So if I play this now, I lose that prolif twice opportunity. That's wasteful. Yeah. Because I'm going to be relying on that, I feel, to win here. Shit. Nah. There is no value I get from any of this right here, so no attacks. It's frustrating, but I am really backed up against a wall here. I don't have the card draw, they do. Okay, so that's going to trigger out a poison, thank you. I can't counter this one, because unfortunately it is neither creature nor battle spell. I lose one of my Death Touch guys, yep. Again, nothing I can really do about that. Pass to them. They are again slowly bleeding out, but it's just far too slow. And he's got 6 menace 3/3s. That's 18 damage in itself. I don't think I can survive this. I physically don't think it's possible. Oh god, I'm losing another thing here. Yep. Creature greatest mana, so that's going to be my death touch again. Yep. Nothing I can do to stop that. And that's game. Yeah, if he just swings, that's game. Okay, he's still swinging at my stuff like that, which is a bit weird. Might as well get the value out of this now. He has win con, just swing. If he doesn't just swing, then hey, I get another opportunity to nope, there it is. Alright, good game. I'm not even gonna spend the time blocking. It's just got all of these. Yeah, minus 20. I could have blocked not that much. I just couldn't get the momentum. Ah. Ah well. I stopped him using Lydiana. Yay. Ah, that's unfortunate. This isn't a particularly strong deck, as you may have gathered so far. It is a green-blue, which allows me to do green-blue dailies as quickly as possible. And otherwise is proliferate. It's just... I mean, Brother Owner, you at the same time can just turn around and go, I quit. And I could have there just gone, yeah, no, there's no way I can win unless they screw up. But I was holding out to see if they screw up, so that's on me, in a sense. I've got some ramp in here, so let's keep this. Ramp can make some interesting things happen. Let's open up with that, because there's a tap land. Do a little bit of slappy slap. What are they running again? Whenever some... Oh boy, exiling stuff from me. Fun. Okay. Let's get a little bit of ramp going. Oh, they are going to take an artifact or creature card and exile it. Yep, there goes my Death Touch lifelink. Menace, meaning they get the free slap in there. That's fine. Alright. Let's pop the island down and let's tap that, tap this for green. Exile a card from them, and I get to play this one down. I'm going to do it without Offspring. I know that's a little bit wasteful, but I'm holding on to the counterspell here. And they know I have the counterspell, so that is kind of the threat. Target creature gets -2/-2. I'll let it happen. I'll let it happen. It's a small thing. Yeah, I'll let that happen as well. Honestly, it's not that big a deal. It's just not that big a deal. I'm not wasting my counterspell on that. Yep, I take 2 more damage. Sorry, I take 3 more damage. There's of course a Bolt Sleeper, it levels up. Oh boy. Now this turn, I can get my commander out, but it's going to mean I can't counterspell during his turn. And I don't have anything that pulls in towards proliferate, so instead I'm going to put the Mirrex down. Make no attack with that, end turn. And I'm going to hold the counterspell instead. I imagine it might be commander time, right? Going to combat? Okay, fair enough. I can block none of those. Because that's now Death Touch and the other two are Menace. So nothing I can do about that, so no blocks, thank you very much. I'll just have to take the damage again. That's spent 2 of his mana there, so yeah, he's also being mana efficient, and that is a problem for me. But I can get this Might out. So I can get some poison onto him. And I might as well tap this. Puts another oil onto that one. My turn. Okay. So this is still not enough to activate the full effect of my commander. However, if I hold out any longer, I'm just going to bleed out. So... But if I ditch the counterspell, I'm going to be in a worse position anyway. So no, I'm going to hold out. I am going to hold out. This can attack freely, he says. Alright, cool. There we go. I do get some poison onto them, so I do have the beginnings of a win con. I'm definitely on the back foot here. I'm holding onto that counterspell to try and not be even more on the back foot, but he's got value on field and I do not. Only the 4/4. Interesting choice. Okay. Not going to block that. That would be stupid. Let's let him have it. Yep. Each opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. Okay. That doesn't really cost me anything. Let's create a new might. Tap that. Take that out of their graveyard. This now becomes a 3/3. And it's my turn. Alright then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this for 7. Sorry? Did I take too long to look at my drawn card and count my mana? Were you tired of me holding a counterspell? Even though you were winning? I just wanted to play that, play Commander, double proliferate, get 2 more cards, put you on 3 poison, and then just kind of go with the flow. You have blockers, so this wouldn't have come through. I would have been tapped out. Maybe their internet died? That's the thing, if someone's internet dies, it just sits there and burns through their timeouts. It's the same if someone is on the app on their iPad or something, and if they just close the app, it doesn't quit the game, because in case it crashes, it still keeps the person in the game until all their timeouts run out. They can still rejoin. So the only way someone leaves like that is if they intentionally choose to leave. This person chose to leave. They surrendered. And I don't know why, other than, yeah, I guess dinner time. They got bored of the match, or just had to run. It's one of those where you'd like to know, but we're never ever going to know, unfortunately. Alright, we've had a few games of the blue-green. It's gone... Well, it's gone. Let's be a rat bully. Let's switch up to a blue-black rat bully deck. So this is built around Vren the Relentless, if I recall the name correctly. Vren the Relentless, which is also a 4-mana commander, but this one has a little bit of protection on it. It's got Ward 2 built into it. And it really wants the opponent to summon things so we can exile them. Let's see what we've got here to get started. I've got a counter spell, counter or more, some basic starting opening stuff. I like this. Let's keep this. And let's open up with a 1-mana Tiny Bones. Our opponent here is running a triple color indestructible commander, which I really do not like. Once that's on field, that's going to be a hell to deal with. So the simple trick there is to not let it get onto field. Once it's on field, I am up shit creek without a paddle. Pass to command, pass to them. My turn, thank you. Now they're not going to be able to cast it this turn upcoming, which means I'm going to have a little bit of a dead turn here, which is unfortunate. Reduces toughness to 0. Very true as well. Unfortunately not a thing I have access to very frequently. There are a few in this deck. Couple at least, but not a common thing for me to be able to do. We've got an artifact coming out. That's fine. You can have your artifact. I have bigger fish to fry than that. It's a shame it wasn't an enchantment. But it is what it is. So I'm not going to bring out my commander here, because then I won't have the mana to counterspell. And that would be terrible. So I'm just going to keep slapping them slightly in the face, and then turn. Voltron? Yeah, so that commander loves being equipped. The bigger it is, the more dangerous it is. If they have... okay. Interesting. I can counter that one. I can safely get away with that. And let's see here. Can I afford this? I can't afford that. So let's just counter that. Because I know they can't do more with it, and I have got this counter creature spell here. Pop this down. And yeah, I don't really have a lot of options. I need to find some more useful cards to me here, so let's go digging. That's good. I like that. And having more mana, I like that. So yeah, I'm going to keep both of those, actually. I'm very happy with that. Now, I can't afford to cast the Leyline Axe. I'm going to leave it there, but it is something I can take later. Okay, that's not what I want to see. Planeswalker. Ew. It's going to create a token, and now let's get rid of the Planeswalker. Pay 3 life. I do not want to have to deal with that any further, thank you very much. Planeswalkers are a problem. He still can't cast his commander with this. Oh, we can put that onto this. Okay, yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. Let's slap my opponent a little bit. This feels wasteful, but I kind of don't want that to sit there with its protection from blue and black. I didn't realize that's what that sword is. Protection from blue and black. You bastard. Yeah, sacrifice that creature. Get it out of here. There we go. Alright then. Swing will hit. There's not going to be anything worth casting. I could cast that. But no. I'm going to hold on to my counterspell for now. And he knows I've got a counterspell. He knows I've got a counterspell. Now if next turn he doesn't get something down to block my Tiny Blows, then I can take his commander off. Oh, yep, let's counter that. There we go. Alright. So that's going to make it a little bit more expensive. He's still got the mana to cast it next turn. Already, which is a problem. Oh, son of a gun. Okay. That is bad. And he's going to buff it with this. It'll be +2. It'll be too big for this. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That is bad. Okay, well, I'm in trouble. There's no other words for it. I'm in trouble now. Let's just put that down. Keep that there as a cheap blocker. At least this is green-white, so it can block black-blue. Block the thing that's protected from black-blue. Oh, you're going to go for a Bristly Bill. And immediately buff it so it's too big for this skill. Fuck's sake. And you're going to enchant my commander. Which means now I can do basically nothing with that one. Break. Counter target creature spell. Yeah, could have done with that a moment ago, couldn't I? Shoot. Yeah, this is not a good spot to be in. This is not a good spot to be in. In fact, I am tempted to just board wipe right here, right now, because I can't even board wipe his commander. And it will get my commander back into play. So, fuck it. Board wipe. And let's use this to pop this, pop that, pop this, submit those. And let's just make sure he never gets access to... Bristly Bill ever again. He's got another enchant. When it deals combat damage, draw a card. Okay. and search. Put this into my command zone, and I'm a little screwed. Ah, just kidding, I have a counter spell. Just kidding. Okay, that buys me a little time. It's now up to 8 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shit, he's got it. Okay, that's fine. Pop this down. It's not the end of the world just yet. Oh, out comes the commander again. Yep. Oh, Shelly, you beautiful. I love you. I love you so much, Shelly. Thank you for turning up right now. Opponent, sacrifice a creature. Ah, mwah. To combat, we swing, we get some damage in. His thing's costing another 2 mana. It's up to 10. He does not have 10 mana. Okay, I understand you quitting there, but bitch. River's Rebuke. Return all non-land permanents. Target player controls to owner's hand. I hate that card. I hate that card. Oh, what's that? You have a board presence. In a 1v1 scenario, 6 mana. Hey, take everything except your land off the board. Ew. Ew. But at least they quit. And to be fair, they probably quit knowing that if they were to try casting their commander again, I would then have both Tithing Blade and Shouldered ready to go. Both of which are sacrifice effects. And this is why you have sacrifice effects. Ah. I wasn't even at the point where I could transform Shelly. Because he's only got 4 things in his graveyard. Shelly needs 8, is it? 8, yeah. But still. This is one of those commanders where the moment you see that it's in play, you really have to do everything to deal with it. Nothing else matters. This is the number one. Because just to run you through, whenever this deals combat damage to a player, exile the top X cards of their library, where X is the amount of damage dealt. You may cast any number of spells of mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana costs. And it's indestructible. So you can't just kill it with normal combat creature damage. You can block it until it can't be blocked. Sword of Winston Future. Protection from blue, protection from black. Protection meaning this permanent can't be blocked, targeted, dealt damage, enchanted, or equipped by anything of those colours. Fuck! So the only way to stop this hitting me is to block it. And this says, have you got blue or black creatures? You can't block. This is a blue-black deck. This is the most terrifying sword to see. The most terrifying one, because as soon as that's equipped to this, the only way to get it off the field then will be to tell him to remove it himself, with, granted, the sacrifice effects I did draw. If he swung at me with that sword equipped, that's 4 damage straight up if he hasn't buffed it any other way. 4 damage to face, he exiles the top 4 cards and gets to play them all, so long as they're mana 4 or less. That's a free Tiny Bones. That's a free Malicious Eclipse if it feels like it. That's, well, not Vren because Vrenwood's been there. That's a free Tithing Blade. Get it to 5 damage, it's a free Shouldered. So yeah, they were in a very good position tech-wise to deal with me. If they had that in their opening hand as well, ooh, double strike and trample. Ooh. Unfortunately for him, I was fully geared up to deal with him, and in a weird case of Ken being patient in MTG, I held back, making sure just keep the counters ready, just keep the counters. If nothing else, that must not hit the field. Irreparably, anyway. That could have gone so much worse. That could have gone so much worse. But it didn't. Huzzah! XP and coinage. Let's go again. Barely even got to use the nature of my commander on that. It produced 1 rat. Believe you me, it can get a lot worse than 1 rat. And now we just wait for the next one. It's all good. Wither creatures in this format. I don't recall seeing any withers in this format, no. This is why people hate blue players. Yeah, blue is monstrous to play against. It is. It's true. Okay, I have a counterspell ready to go if needs be. What are you running? It's 8 mana. Flying, protection from white, protection from black. Okay, halfway screws of me. When it enters, deal X damage divided as you choose among target, blah blah blah, X number of lands you control. Ooh, dear. Okay, well we don't need to deal with it straight away, so let's keep this. Let's see if I can get under my opponent before they reach the point where they can do nasty stuff. Oh, okay. Command tower out. Why not? Nothing to get started. I was just like, what is that? Yep. Oh goody, they're holding 2 blue mana. I'm sure nothing dangerous will come out of that. Let's just pass the turn here. This is flash, so I don't need to play it now. End turn, go ahead, what you got? Cool, he's just going straight to his turn. That's fine. Whilst he plays that, he's probably not going to have counterspell mana, so now I can get that out safely. Oh look, it's even more ramp. The guy who wants to have an 8 mana commander is ramping. Colour me goddamn surprised. Can I deal with that quickly? I mean, that'd be a bit wasteful to deal with it like that. Let's see. Yeah, fuck it, I just won't deal with it. Island for turn, that way I can afford to cast this. Or do I play this? This is far more threatening, actually. I'm going to put the threat on field. Like, I'd like to hold on to the counterspell, but honestly, I need the threat on field. I'm not going to have infinite counterspells. What does that fucking do? Oh, okay, there we go. So he's got 5 guaranteed land drops now, but he's spending all of his mana to get there. And if I get an enchantment removal, I can turn that off. I don't think I have much in the way of enchantment removal, but it would be nice to find. Yeah. So that puts him up to 6 mana on field now? Yeah, 6 mana on field. It's not far away from bringing out his commander, is he? And I'm getting lots of crappy lands, to be honest. Let's swing away everything. He's going to block that one, because otherwise he take a lot of damage. So that reduces his mana available a little bit there. It does mean, because of the cost of things, I can't actually cast anymore right now, so I just have to end turn. I would have liked to have got Vren out there, but that's just not happening, it seems. Search for 2 forests, put 1 onto battlefield. Okay, yep, he's ramping again. And this is land I can't remove from him. That commander is going to come out next turn. And he's not drawing cards, so this doesn't even count. Shit, I can't counter it anymore. I can't counter it anymore. No! Motherfucker. Alright, well. Seeing as I can't counter it, I can... Deals X among whoever. He won't be able to target Vren. So let's get Vren out now. He could counter Vren. Instead he's going to target the Slasher. That's actually fine with me. That is completely fine with me. But yeah, unfortunately he's now going to be able to just cast that dragon and there's nothing I can do to stop that. It's going to hit the field. I can't counter it because of Cavern of Souls. Basically, he's chosen a creature type. He chose dragon. This is a dragon. If he casts a dragon spell, it is uncounterable, so long as it uses the mana from that land. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't play it now. Here it is. Oh, he's got enough mana to target Vren. Shit. Oh, I really hoped he wouldn't have had enough mana there, but he's got it. Yeah. He's got it. Damn. That hurts. Alright. Fair enough. And he's going to keep on getting more mana, which means he can cast this again. No problem. Absolutely no problem. There is basically nothing I can do about that. I can suicide in Shelly to slow him down a bit, but that seems wasteful. So I'm not going to go for Shelly. I'm going to go for the Azure Beastbinder. And there is method to this madness, I assure you. I am completely aware of the fact that he's now going to hit me for 10 damage. If not more. If he gives it double strike and more... yeah, that's going to give him a whole bunch of lands. Nothing I can do about that. Yep. And that's going to be yet more lands. And turns into a creature. No, I'm going to counter that one. Because I don't want him having any more creatures. Because he could hit that with his dragon to turn it into a creature. No. Just one. That's all you get, mate. One creature. Yep, hits me for 10. Nothing I can do about that. Shoulder doesn't target. Shoulder doesn't target, but I don't want his commander dead, because then he can recast it, and he can then just hit me again. I want his commander to stay on field and be useless, because it looks like this guy's all about the ramp to get to the dragon, and then he thinks he's basically at WinCon. I don't know what else is going on in here, but that seems to be the crux of it. Get all the land, get to WinCon. So if I could just zip it, we're good. So, with that in mind, yep, it's Vren time. He's tapped out, so he can't stop me casting Vren, at least. This will swing and shut that down. There we go. Come on! Portal to Phyrexia? Good game. He draws Portal to Phyrexia. When this artifact enters, each opponent sacrifices 3 creatures of their choice. At the beginning of your upkeep, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Every single round he'll just go, yep, that's mine now, and then this one, or whichever ones are down there. And I lose the ability to keep turning this off, so it's going to just go straight back to being a fully protected 10/10 flyer. Of all the cards he could have found in over half his deck left, Portal to Phyrexia comes out. Yep, that's game. I lost that game the moment we started. I don't think I physically could have done anything better there. The only thing I could maybe have done better would be to be clairvoyant and know to counter his land generating spell. But I don't think I was in a position to do that. Even minus the clairvoyant bit. That was just a loss for me. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, what have we got next? Hludwig the Mighty, bringing in Body Paul Clearcutter. Okay, it's Body Paul. Needs to get up to 6 mana to bring it out, but it is in green, so it's easy to do that. Creates a 6/5 and also another big fat cow in the process. I, on the other hand, here have Kill card, kill card. Counter creature, counter general, and just tiny bones. It's only a 2-mana start, but I like that. So we're going to be more big brain again? Well, first of all, yes. But second of all, it was more of a deck type loss. They were looking to bring out one powerful creature, and my deck is not really good against one powerful protected creature. Just kind of doesn't get there. You just do there. Ah! Rampage. Yep, play an extra land. Got it. That could end up being spicy. Yep, I'm actually in a really bad spot to start with here, seeing as this is mostly interaction or just hideously expensive, and I don't have another land. I'm going to have to hope to draw it. I'm missing any good card draw. Well, that is unfortunate. I don't have the mana to counter that. That is not land. It's also not castable with just black-blue on field. I miss a land drop, and I have no creatures to attack with. Let's absolutely counter that one. Tap land. Fuck my life. Alright. Not good. Very, very not good. What next from my opponent here? It's an elf. Anything else, good sir? Passing turn. Alright, you know what? Let's just get that out of here now, because ramp is going to allow you to do more, and I don't want you to do more. It's a bit of an expense, but slowing them down when I'm already this slow feels like a good idea. Oh my god, I need my land drops, please. Yeah, can't do anything with this. Pass turn. Yep. See, if I have land, we'll be good. 5 mana, what are you going to do with 5? That is a thing which adds more mana, so let's just counter it. The expensive counter, so I can afford stuff late. So I could play this, but then they can likely get their commander down next turn, although I can then still work through killing said commander, and getting a creature on field feels like a good idea. So I'm going to expose myself a little bit by putting that down, and just cross my fingers that he doesn't just insta-win. Okay, so he doesn't have the land drop to get his commander out. That is good. I can now afford this, and because I can afford this, do I go into using that? Artifacts, if you control that permanent draw card. Okay, I've not got artifacts on field, so that doesn't stop me. You know what? Let's get Vren out, yeah. No attacks. With Vren out, I can actually get the activation power of my deck going. Here comes their commander. I'd be very surprised if they don't bring out their commander right now. I've been wrong before. Motherfucker. Come on! You're already this far ahead. You gotta do that to me? Well, yes. They don't want to get less ahead. But it does stop them bringing out their commander, which would have been a nice time to do it, seeing as I was tapped out in blue. So, as a result, I can now destroy this. Don't counter that, please. Then counter, unless I pay mana equal to greatest power among creatures you control. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, let's just fucking do this. Yeah. I'm at risk there. I am definitely at risk having done that, but I can maybe turn this around. Okay. Let's activate this, flip it over. And let's bring out another swamp, why not? Now, what is the normal cost of you? 6. I could cheapen it down to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to have the 2 mana left over. Do I sack my rat as well? I think I sack my rat as well. Let's get this out, sacking the rat in the process. It's worth it. This entering forces them to either lose some life, discard a card, or sack a permanent. They went for loss of life. Very understandable. Not going to attack with Ren here. That would be silly. Now, I am at serious risk here because they could probably just blunder into me, to be honest. I am not in a good position. I think it might have been a bit greedy letting their commander enter field on my part. When it enters with a lot of power and draw cards. Well, absolutely fucking not. Nope, you are not entering with a lot of power and drawing a lot of cards. That's too much value from one card. Do I trade? Or do I take the 6? The 7. Well, seeing as I can no longer trade, I'm not going to jump block with Rotten Mouth, so no blocks. You can get through with that one. Okay. I could force them to sack half their creatures. And I can get them to discard half their cards. Alternatively, I can get out Shelly. I think... Oh, okay. Yeah, let's... Opponent sack half their creatures and lose half their life. Let's make it where it's much more expensive for them to make their decisions. I'm hoping this isn't the wrong call. Yep, they get rid of that. They lose that creature. Do you want to trade? Also, this happens first, and now they have to discard 2, or sack 1, discard 1, or lose 4 life for each of those choices they don't make. They'll probably just discard 2. Now, do you trades? Nope, you're going down to 2. Ooh. I hope they have some life gain, because otherwise Shelly's going to make their life very miserable. What do they discard? Works for me. Spell can't be countered. Jesus, you discarded that? What have you kept? And by not trading, they now need to deal with... Okay. You got me good on that one. Yep. You doppelganged my goddamn rotten mouth. How dare. Yep. And then this one... I don't want to lose a life. I don't want to spare it. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well. Ward. You can't afford it. You can't afford it. Ward. Yeah. I think I win here. I don't think he has a way of generating life before completing his next draw. I think I win. By the skin of my teeth, I win. No attacks. Unless he kills Shelly right this second, which, if he kills Shelly right this second, then he wins. It all comes down to what one card has he got in his hand. Is it a kill Shelly card? It's not. It's not. It is draw even more cards. Good game. Going for the swing to bring him down was the correct play, as evidenced by the fact that I could actually win that. So yeah. That was a little closer than I hoped. That was a little closer than I hoped, but it was a win. The rat bullying successfully bullied. Yikes. But I still haven't had the opportunity for the rat to absolutely pop off. Come on. Give me the chance for the rat to pop off. I want someone to suffer the squared scaling of this rat. It is a quadratically powerful commander. Let me use the exponent of murderous rats. We're up against a black, blue, and green. It is, of course, Cotis, that goddamn invulnerable one again. Everything is all about killing that now. Everything is all about killing that. This is a way to stop that. This is a way to stop that. These aren't. And they're not great, but I do have 2 ways to stop them, so I'm going to keep that. Just having ways to stop them is enough reason for me to keep this hand. Enters tapped. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Better that now than later. 2 mana. Opening up with black-blue. He needs green still to cast his commander later. Looks like he's digging for it with that. It's a very early cycling. Let's get... Yeah, he's not going to be at commander cast yet, so if I get this down now, tap land out. If he puts a small creature on field, I can cut it down. Otherwise, I can just focus on, again, scaling into win con, and he's given up. Mana screwed? I mean, he might have been mana screwed, except I've only got 2 land on field and nothing played. How screwed could he be? What hand did he accept that he had to quit there and then? That's bullshit. I'm not buying that he's mana screwed enough that it's worth quitting. That is a mildly obnoxious deck, not gonna lie. Nah, whether it was mana screwed or not, that was not a quit situation. It's one of those where I'd love to be able to see their hand to know what made this person give up. In this case, God knows, honestly. God knows. Hey, I picked up a new card. Yeah, it's okay. Not a fan. Don't need it for anything I use. Alright then. Let's see what we get on our next run. Maybe I'll be allowed to actually cast a spell this next game. As opposed to my opponent who also did not cast a spell, they cycled a card and gave up. It's just... Use your mulligans, people. This is exactly what mulligans are for. If you look at your opening hand and go, ooh, I don't know if this could work, maybe you shouldn't be taking it. Just run a deck of Stone Rains? I don't know what that actually means, sorry, Alsu. Alright, we're up against Cotis! It's everyone's playing Cotis Day. Okay. Destroy, destroy, destroy. None of that works against Cotis. Free mulligan. This is a sacrifice feature, so that gives me an opportunity. My land base here is terrible, but I don't want to go lower. Oh, and of course they're first. Oh, and of course they bring this out. Oh god, they are going to get ramped fast. They're going to ramp too fast for me, I think. Also, this only works if they don't have other creatures. They've got a creature on field. I'm probably going to lose now. And they've achieved 5 mana ramp. They've got 5 mana options on field. I haven't even got 2 lands down yet. This is a loss. This is a loss. There is functionally nothing I can do here. Even sacking 1, he still has 4 mana. Cotis is now on field. Watch it. 3, 2, 1. There it is. And that's game. That is game. There is nothing I can do to come back from that. I'm not even being hyperbolic there. I cannot come back from that. I can destroy an enchantment. He hasn't even got an enchantment for me to destroy. So let's just pop this. Destroy what I can. Yeah. At least if he's down to just that... I don't even have the right black lands. Oh, and out comes another creature, so Rush of Dread once again will not do the trick. He gets to cast 2 things for free. What did he just get? Thankfully, neither of them do what he needs. That's good for me for a second. Yeah, so I either Dismal Backwater here to be able to Rush of Dread later, or Island now to pile on to Kami. But I still won't be able to Rush a Dread afterwards. So yeah, I have to Dismal. I just have to. And then we can at least go into this and try and take something out of him. Counter target non-creature spell. That's terrifying to see, but this is worse. Great. So my answer has to be creatures. Yeah, he can just swing and get 2 things for free here, but I don't want to lose my bat. So that's just the trade I have to take. Nothing I can do to stop that. What did he get? Too expensive and a land. Can't do that. Thank fuck. Okay. So yeah, I can cast this now, but then he'll counter it. I can cast this. He doesn't have the counter for that. It's non-creature. So I can put this down. Don't tell me the other card is... Okay, I was going to say, that was a counter as well. Okay. Swing. Go over the top of him, hopefully. Yep, there we go. I get a card draw. Take action, absolutely. It's another blue land. Now, if he buffs Cotis, I can't block it anymore. Okay, cool. I can get this out freely. Okay, I kind of want to burn that counterspell he's got there, to be honest. I kind of want to burn it. But I don't really have the means to burn it. Let's go Surveil. There is a cut down coming. Excellent. That will kill Kami. Actually, he'll counter it. That works as well. Okay. Yeah, let's go to combat. Swing with these 2 over the top. Yep. Hey. Hey. Okay. That's pretty interesting. But for now, let's cut that Kami down to force out the counterspell. Didn't counterspell it. Oh, that's not what I expected. Do I hold my own counter? Yeah, I do. I hold my own counter here. I don't bring out my commander. I hold my own counter. Because at the very least, he'll either bring out something that I want to counter. At beginning, put +1/+1. Yep, that's what I want to counter. Because I don't have enchantment removal. I can't afford more, can I? Nope. So just counter it. Which will force him to counter. Because he'll really want to keep this Innkeeper. There it is. And by countering the counter, he still gets his Innkeeper. He'll still get to buff up his Cotis. But he'll only have 1 creature on field, and he'll no longer have a counterspell. Thank you for revealing that last card was a land. I will sacrifice my Gix to prevent him from hitting me. Absolutely worthwhile here. Because now I can force him to lose his creature. Opponent sacrifice half the creatures they control, round it up. Good night. And I have a counter creature spell ready to go as well. There we are. Swing these, bam bam. I'm healing, I'm getting damage in on him. He's going to try and bring this out. I tell him no. Now he has got enough mana to bring it out again another time. Because that only cost him these. He's still got another 2 there. So I need a way to counter him. And I don't yet have it. That is a problem. So I could bring out Vren. But yeah, this is going to get bad. Because he's going to have that scaling thanks to Innkeeper's talent, and there's not going to be much I can do about that. Here it is. I can't counter it this time. It's on field, it gets +1. Pass. My turn. That is not what I need right now. I do not need land. Shit. Okay. Really do not need that right now. This doesn't work because that is indestructible, so Destroy All doesn't work, it'll just hurt me. I can try to bleed him out, and I think that's going to be the smart thing here. Get rid of Gix. There we go. And... I want to swing for max damage, but then I lose Brett. I have to lose Brett anyway. So yeah, swing for max damage. It's just the way it has to be. It's just the way it has to be. Again, all they're playing on is just ramp, ramp, ramp. Get this commander out. It's indestructible. I cry. And the fact they've got Innkeeper scaling it as well is just misery. Oh, and now they can scale twice as fast. Yeah. I have to sacrifice Bren. No other way around it. Take the action. At least I can afford to bring him back out next turn. He is bleeding out. That's the only benefit I have. Oh, yes! Oh, you beauty! Yes! Okay. Vren, back on the field. There we go. And I'm going to hold this. No, they might draw a counterspell. It's better to just do it now. It's better to do it now. And they quit. There it is, of course, because that's just going to take it off field again, and I can go for the win. Yeah. Like I say with that commander, you have to do everything you can to focus that commander down. Everything has to be about it. Can I please play against someone who wants to have more than like 2 creatures on field when I'm playing this deck? The entire point of my setup is to deal with someone who has more than 2 creatures, not constantly summoning the same damn indestructible commander. Please. But also don't bring out the rabbits. Felithar, Dawn of Abzan. I have no idea who that is. I think I'm about to find out. Whenever it attacks, enters or attacks your base, sack a non-land permanent. When you do, put +1/+1 on each creature control. Interesting, so they are going to go wide. Okay. Alright, this opener is expensive. I'm not a fan of that. I'm going to mulligan. Oh god. Okay, this might be worse because I can't even cast these until I get blue. But I'll take it. I've got some castables, so I'll take it. Okay, tap land with black-white. They're already achieving that side of things. Another blue card I can't cast. Let's see what you've got in that hand over there. What were you happy to... Oh, good. Okay. Not much of a fan of all of this. You can't cast that for a hot minute. This is slightly frustrating. Let's take this one out. It might seem stupid, but because it's so low mana and he's got a lot of expensive stuff in hand, I think that's the one to take out for now. Just so he can't slow me down more than anything. And also stop him healing from what I'm doing. That is again not blue mana. I now am really stuck. This is bad. Yeah. There's no talking around it. This is just a bad spot to be in. Uh-huh. Let's just get rid of you. Thank you very much. I may only have 2 mana, but I can still hit you. That is not an indestructible commander. Oh, and that's game. I have 2 land! I missed a land drop! Alright, that's game. That's game. I still have not been able to go crazy with my rats. That person was playing a go wide deck and then took a hand with here's everything expensive. Which was certainly a choice. We'll just take the next one. Tatyor the Benthic Druid, a blue-green opponent. Okay. Landfall, whenever the land you control enters game 1 life and draw a card. Oh, that is terrifying. Okay. Not letting that get on field will be a good idea in general. Usual thing with commanders. Card draw for me. Not the greatest opening hand. It's playable, I'm just not a fan of it. Let's see how it goes. Immediate Clanoir Elves for the Rampage, makes sense, yep. I'll play a tap land because there's nothing I can do for 1 mana. Go at 3. Okay, 4 mana now, yep. The ramp is strong with this one. There's not a lot I can do here other than hold the Fairy Mastermind. Oh yeah, there's no penalty for conceding Brotheroni, absolutely. It's still just like, yeah. Play additional land on each of your turns. Good lord, okay. Yeah, that's... I mean, your hand is basically empty, but my god, that is a lot of ramp. That is a lot of ramp right there. No attacks. Gonna hold that for the Convoke Destroy creature, because they're gonna cast it now. Nope, they're gonna do this. When this enters, if you control power 4, you don't. Creatures have trample. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. I have no intention of wasting my creature on yours like that. My turn, I guess. Yep. Okay. Do I go Vren now and lack the ability to stop their landfall going crazy? No, they've not got a lot of cards at the moment. I'm going to go this, because then I can pop into a Gix command next turn. And that will get a lot of work done. Might as well swing this. So I'm tapped out now. They should feel confident to go into what they want to go into. I don't know what that's going to be. Oh, they're going to enchant my commander? And turn it into a land. Oh, that's one of the worst. Because I can't just get that back. I have to destroy the enchantment to get that back. The fact that this is allowed is so horrible in Commander. Because usually if your Commander moves zone at all, you can bring it back. But there it hasn't moved zone, it's just a different part of the battlefield. If I don't get enchantment removal, that's just there forever now. That's so cruel. That is so cruel. Okay, enough about the cruelty. Let's see what I can do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So I could board wipe now. Yeah, let's board wipe now. Fuck it. At least get some of his land out of the way. Well, not land, his mana gen. But that is seriously cruel. Because there's no way for me to sack this. I have to destroy that enchantment somehow to get my commander back. I don't have loads of enchantment removal. I can bounce a couple things, sure, but I don't have a lot of bounce in this deck. I want to kill things. I'm not here to bounce. Thank you for the extra card draw. He's still not played his own commander, which is kind of odd. You may look at the top card of your area and make lands and creatures and enchantments from top. Blimey, that's quite a bit. Alright. Let's bring out Shirley at this point. If he wants to draw loads of cards, he can draw loads of cards. Oh, he doesn't want to draw loads of cards anymore. There we go. Alright. He doesn't want to play anymore. He doesn't like this. Yeah, it turns out this deck can still be a threat even if you take away my commander. But that's just mean. Enchant creature, land, or planeswalker. Enchanted permanent is a colorless land with tap, add colorless, and loses all other card types and abilities. I mean, that's just nasty. I should probably be running that myself, to be honest. It is that nasty that I probably should have that in my deck. That's how cruel it is. I'm still not gonna. No, I'm probably... maybe I should. To be honest, maybe I should. If I'm gonna play blue, get the benefits of blue, you know? Where is it? Where is it? Not standard rat. Hello? Am I blind? Is it down here for some reason? Where's the deck I've just played? There it is! God. I was stuck finding that one. Okay, let's see here. Out of all of these, like, Deadly Cover-Up is a nice board wipe, but at the same time it also kills my commander. That's it, but that did win. Pylon? I think Pylon might be the one to remove. Because as much as it is, it also destroys planeswalkers. Shoot. What do I get rid of here? Preacher with a Schism? It's a good threat one. No, actually, no. I changed my mind. I don't want to remove any of these. As much as that blue card is a nice and powerful blue card, there's too much value in the rest of the deck to remove it. There's just too much value. Instead, we'll just go for another whirl. Samut the Driving Force, a red, green, white commander. Ah yes, non-creature spells cast X less, where X is your speed. So they want to be gaining speed, and they want to be bringing out creatures. Good news, I like dealing with creatures. So, this has got a couple ways of dealing with creatures. It can scale up from here. It's only a 2-land start, but I think it's worthwhile risk, even against a red, speedy, hasty thing. Very good, they've done nothing to start. Let's open up with yet more of the black. I have got to counter non-creature if it becomes relevant. I don't think it will just yet. Never mind, counter the hell out of that. Thank you! That's maximum value out of my turn. Urabrask Forge is horrible to deal with. And now I can bring out my own creature, a Gix Yorma Praetor. This is a nice card draw engine, so long as they don't have suitable blockers. Oh, that's... okay. That's going to create a number of soldiers. Not a fan of that. Okie dokie. We can deal with it later though. Let's get Vren out now so I can activate the rest of my kit. I'm not going to attack, that would be suicidal. Let's see what they have next. This will enable them to just get up speed if they wish, so that's unfortunate. Please don't kill Vren right now. Vren is... there goes Vren. There goes Vren. That is unfortunate. Okay, take the action, bring it over. That is frustrating. It means they're going to freely swing there. I'm not going to block that. But they haven't yet activated the whole speed thing, so I don't need to worry about that. I do worry about this continuing though, so let's just not have any more of that. Yeah, let's just not have any more of that. Let's destroy that. Actually, I can destroy it by this one. Yeah. Let's destroy that now. Thank you very much. Get you out of here. And whilst we're at it, let's have a look what else you are holding on to that can screw me over. Let's see. Create a whole bunch of tokens. If tokens be created to create war. Yeah, let's just not have loads of tokens on the field. Thank you very much. No Mondrak allowed for you. And let's get me some card draw. They do not want me to have some card draw. Okay. Let's see what their plan is from there. Look me in the deck tonight. We've had some lucky runs. We've had some unlucky ones. It's all a bit of a mix. Human uncounterable. Okay. And instead they're arcane saving, that's fine, but it means that they can bring out their commander next turn, and their commander cannot be countered. I think I'm not really rocking counter as my way forward to this. This is relatively free to play. I think at this point here, Russia Dread is not going to do me a lot of good in future, but I can hold it for the moment. There are ways I can be a little bit spicy with it. Let's... So I could bring this out and then use both of the maps, or I could bring out Shelly. I think bring out this one. Then bring out one map. Card advantage would be nice. I'm going to leave that on top. Let's do this again. Which means that's going to just be even stronger. And sod it, why not? Swing with a 2. He's going to bring out his commander. He's going to get through me anyway, so I might as well get some value. Draw that now. Thank you very much. There we are. So yep, there is their speedy commander. It has first strike for 4, which means it'll actually kill my Preacher of the Schism before it could block it. So let's not deal with that. You can have the hit there. Up goes your speed, your creature spells just got cheaper. I don't have such a benefit. However, let's see, if I cast that, it's going to cost me all of my mana. Damn it! If I had one spare, I could pile on. Well, I can still pile on. Let's see, if I do this, 1, 2, 3, 4 to sack half their creatures, rounded up, they'll get rid of the 2 tokens, and then I have enough left to pile on afterwards, I can kill their commander as well. Fuck yeah, let's do that. So, you sacrifice half your creatures rounded up. He's going to choose the 2 tokens.
Everyone.
Hello, Tyken. Thank you for the 9-month resub. Much appreciated. And I hope you have yourself a wonderful day. And now, let's pile on. Target you. I am going to pay by tapping this and tapping that. And then auto pay. Down goes the commander. I get to have a look. Oh, look, more kill card and more kill. Yeah, that sounds great for me, actually. Oh, sorry, did you not like me looking at my cards? It's a victory. I mean, I did pretty much dismantle them there. Next, this turn I'd deal 3 damage. Next turn I'd have yet more, because their commander would be up to an 8 mana cost. They can't afford that. Best they could do is bring out some tokens, which I would have immediately obliterated. So yeah. It was just not a game going their way. We like to see it, because it means it was going our way. Ooh. Another card for me? What is this one? It is a Sky Serpent Seeker, green-blue, just a 2 mana to cost. Flying Death Touch, we do like those words. Exhaust, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal 2 land cards. Put those lands onto the battlefield, tapped, rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. You know, I quite like the idea of putting that into my green-blue deck. Multiple reasons, not least of which Death Touch, fun times. The +1/+1 counter can be proliferated in future. It gives me land, but also just Flying Death Touch is a brilliant both defensive and general threatening creature, and I have a card that makes it where Death Touch creatures apply poison counters. I think that is a great fit for the green-blue. I think that is a great fit. Let's see, what do I take out for that? Probably something expensive if I can. I mean, I've got a Tyrannex Rex in here this entire time. Can't be countered. Trample, Ward for Haste for Toxic for 8/8. Excuse me. It is a nice one. Search for a non-human. Let's see here. This is a Death Touch Toxic 1/1/3. So it's got the Death Touch, but it's not got the flying to really apply it. Apply the Toxic, that is. Don't think that one's the one to remove here. That definitely not. That saved my ass a little bit. Although it is a bit of a rude card. No, I think that's the trade-off here. This is a nice protection, but it's a little bit too on the nose. And then sometimes it doesn't even apply. So let's drop that one. Pop this in. There we go. Just makes that one a teeny tiny little bit stronger, I suppose. Let's continue bullying. Yeah, especially with that green-blue commander doing so much better if I can pay the extra 3 on entering. So 7 mana to cast it the first time. Getting the extra ramp can probably do a lot of good there. Shiko, Paragon of the Way. I have no idea who that is. Blue, red, white, 5 mana total. When it enters, exile target non-land, mana 3 from your graveyard, copy it, and may cast it for free. Ooh. Okay, duplicating from their graveyard. Interesting. I am reasonably satisfied I can work with it, so let's keep this hand. I'll open up with a Fabled Passage into a swamp, unless I get something better. No, still good enough to do that. Open with this. Still into a swamp. Wait for the animation. There we go, thank you. Man Tower and into this. Beginning of keep mill 3 cards. Then if your library has no cards in it, exile and put 5 cards from your graveyard on top of your library in any order. Interesting, so going for more of the mill, more of the activations of that. I see it. I see it. Let's see what we can take away from you at this point. Creatures get more. Whenever a creature enters, deal 1 damage. Return to hand. Enters, exile one of the attack creatures you control. Okay. I'm going to go with bounce off because I need to get rid of that, well, bounce. Because otherwise it'll just bounce my bat. And that'll be a mana waste for me. It's, not the best thing for me to take overall, but it's what I have to take. Here, at this point, I don't have a lot of good things to cast. I could hold on to the counter-target creature, but he doesn't really have a reason to cast the creatures he's got. So I'm going to take the opportunity to get some more ideal things to hand. That's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. So yeah, I'm just going to take the draw of those, actually. If he's putting a load of things into his graveyard, Shelly is all for it. You fill your graveyard, mate. You fill it. You're up at 7 already. Shelly is singing seeing you do that. Oh god, he's milling even more. Are any of these creatures? Oh wait, they aren't. None of these are creatures. Shelly is not singing. Those are horrible. Where are the creatures? This is... My deck is a creature combating deck. You can't do this to me. I want to fight creatures. What's that, by the way? Return target creature to its owner's hand. Oh, that's annoying. He might just bounce my friend. More likely to bounce a Deep Cavern Bat, though, because he can get back the other bounce card, and it doesn't have ward on it. We'll see what his plan is. He might also just want his commander out at this point, seeing as he's got such a stacked graveyard. What are you going to go for then, mate? What are you going to go for? Finally, there are some creatures over there. Ow. Dragons enter with extra 1/1s on them. That's cute. That is a dragon over there. Unfortunately for him, I can now Shelly. Shabonk. Now, he can still counter what I want to do with Shelly, which is not something I'm happy to think about, but I am going to start making progress here. Please don't bounce my Shelly. He can afford that already? Oh, shit. Okay, didn't realize he could afford that already, but there we go. Yeah, that indeed adds mana. Deal 5 damage to... There goes my Shelly. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that was not supposed to happen just yet. Oh well. Well, this is fine. This is fine. We'll just get you out of the way again. We go to combat, swing of everything I've got. I heal, he does not. And I get another rat. We're starting to see it pop off now. Increasing number of rats here. Can he afford the commander again? He might. 6, 7, 8. Oh, he's one short on casting the commander. Probably going to blow up the bat here. Yep, there goes the bat. That's unfortunate. This is counter creature spell. I can't afford that, so he's now going to bounce Vren or the rat. Oh, he's going to bring this out. Okay. I'll let you do that. I'll let you do that. That's fine. Anything else? Ah, there it is. Bouncing one of the token rats. And he's going to bounce the other one because he's got another 1 mana bounce. Fuck's sake. God. Stop. Oh, I should have cast that then. I would have got a rat. Oh well. I'll cast it on my turn. It's fine. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's destroy that enchantment. That's no longer going to be buffing up his stuff, and that allows me to do this to that. That worked out, actually. I still get another rat back. Well, let's see what his next play is. God, he is milling out. He's only got 20 cards left in his graveyard. Although, granted, this is going to trigger when he does run out of cards. Whenever his attacks will settle, exile it, and then settle it, return those cards. You know what? I see where that's going, and I don't want that to happen. It is more important to me to block that now. There we go. Do I get something nice? Not nice enough. Let's pop down Shouldered. This will bring him down 5 plus the 2 from Shelly on his card draw. Won't quite be enough to really stop him yet, but to make him think twice about just, well, drawing. But he's just going to cast his commander. I can't stop that right now. If I'd have known I was going to draw this, I wouldn't have countered the creature I did counter, but I just couldn't risk that combo happening, to be honest. Exile target non-token creature. Well, there goes Shelly. I have still got him down to 3 though, which means... Oh, yep, I win. Because I have yet another removal spell. That's probably the perspective he has. Yet another removal spell. But that's what this deck does. Clears away and cuts through with the rats. I ended up with a fish, a rat, and a rat rogue. It works. Has a very curious commander playstyle though, just milling himself out as much as possible so that whenever he played his commander, he could play pretty much any 3 mana card for free from his graveyard. And whilst I see the value there, I just feel like the way he was milling through was maybe not what he was looking to do. He's got a little bit of bounce and repeat, so I guess that makes sense as well, yeah. Yeah, he was looking to bounce and repeat his commander, that's what it was. And that didn't work because I kept on killing his creature before he could bounce it. Motherfucker had that in there as well, again. Alright, yeah. That's a curious one. I don't think I've ever seen that commander in play before. But, unfortunately for him, it's still lost. It is part of the problem with expensive commanders, is that the moment you've cast it once or twice, it's very hard to cast them again. Very, very hard. Ah. Oh, here we go. We've got another run. It is Tiny Bones Bauble Burglar. I hate this one. It's a 2-mana commander that is going to take everything you discard and turn it into something they can cast, and they don't care about the color of what they're casting. So, I would love to stop that. Unfortunately, I appear to have drawn a hand which can't actually cast Long River's Pearl, which would counter it. Let's mulligan and hope for something better. Okay, this does work, and I'm going first. This is good, actually. This is very, very good. I can open up into a Tiny Bones of my own. They can't start with the commander just yet, and afterwards I can counter it. Yep, there we go. Oh, this is an even better land. Thank you. Swing for the 3-1. Land and commander. Commander denied. That's now going to push the cost up to 4 already, which 4 is very manageable, but it's not 4 that they want to be spending so early on such a commander. Land can drop. I don't actually have anything I can play at this point. I am just countering them. Three mana, that they can do a lot with 3 mana in black. I don't know what they'll do, but they can do a lot. Ooh, reveals their hand, choose a non-creature, non-land hand, discard it. I can't really do much about that, I'm just going to counter it. Fuck it. I don't want them to have the choice, and I don't want them to see what I've got. Yeah, you can go for that, that's fine. So by taking away that choice, taking away the information, it gives me a bit more freedom. Now I don't have any way to stop them casting a command next turn, and I've missed a land drop. This is where it's going to start to get painful. Yep, out comes the commander. It's got to be commander time again, right? It's the entire purpose of your deck. There it is, it's commander time. Okay. Thing is, I can now just disable his commander. So let's just disable it. There we go. And with it disabled, let's bring up Bren. Until he removes that Azure Beastbinder, I shut down his commander, and that might shut down a significant portion of his plan. Discard a card? Okay, sure, I'll discard the Rotten Mouth. It's not something I'm going to be able to pull off anytime soon. Another discard. Shit. Do I discard Fell or discard Shouldered? I'm going to risk it and discard Shoulder It. Because I want the ability to kill. Okay. Doesn't need a land drop now, but it's happened. Let's just swing both. Disable you. He lets me through. How very nice of him. And now let's actually just kill your commander. I know I could have disabled this rat, but that would have actually just made it bigger. By killing his commander, it's again even more expensive. He needs to get another 2 mana to get there now. Now he is going to start to be able to get some card draw going with that enchantment over there. I'm very aware of that. It's going to start hurting me and then get him card draw. But I think I should be able to disable that later if he's not able to get enough else going. Yeah, you know what? Let's just drop this down. What do you do now? You watch the stream, Alsu. More intently than before, I guess, because you were working. Let's put that land. Let's swing. Oh, I can't disable that. I can only disable artifact creatures and planeswalkers, not enchantments. Okay, in which case, submit 0. Damn. One thing I can't counter. Bloody enchantment. So he's going to get extra card draw as a result. That means he's more likely to be able to cast his commander again, because he's more likely to have hit their 6th land. He's wondering, does he want to do that? He's going to shoot the sheriff. Okay. Kills the rat. That's fine. That... Sacrifice a creature or vehicle? Shit. That's going to become too expensive. But, you know, actually, no, I can do that. I can recast it. I can recast it, whereas a Azure Beastbinder would be just gone. At least as far as I'm concerned. That can give me a bunch of card draw, however, so I'll do that instead. Submit 0, do not need to buff his creature. Keeping the Azure Beastbinder until it dies, at least. I can still shut down his commander if and when he plays it, and he is in a position to play it now if he wants to. There it is. I am burning up a bit of health here, but that is fine. Counter target non-creature spell. Orvren. Let's surveil. Yeah, I can use that to get a lot more card draw going. I am happy with that. Let's get Vren on field. Fuck it. Swing with this. Shut down the commander again. He's going to get extra card draw there. In future turns, I'm going to have a way to deal with that, at least. And I do have enough health for now that I can risk the amount of damage I'm taking that way. Discard a card. Well, there goes my counter spell. It's a little unfortunate, but it wouldn't have worked there anyway. It just means that Vren was the correct play. Also, the discard didn't go into his control because, again, I have his sideline shut down. What is that? Exile creature card is put in the graveyard that turn. Ah, that's okay. What the fuck did we just cast? Okay. A little bit frustrating, but you know what? I can actually just go straight to passing that. Swing with this. Not going to swing with Vren, because Vren would get killed. Again, shut down the tiny bones. In turn, I'm going to switch to full control here. In fact, let's put a stop on their upkeep. Next. end turn, holding a land. And now, yeah, pass to their draw. I'm going to resolve this. Which means I should get another card draw from them drawing off of me not having enough cards. Theoretically. So I've turned their card draw into giving me card draw. It's a bit of a wonky one, but it works. A board wipe is not what I need right now. That doesn't affect me, so get screwed. Okay, he's going to force me to discard anyway. Fair enough. Which is still going to cause me to bleed out a bit from that. It's worth a try. The thing is, he's burning up all of these discards and he's not getting any of the value he wanted from them. I'm continuing to shut him down, and until he draws a kill card to get rid of my Azure Beastbinder, he still can't do it. He really wants that creature dead as a result. I can see it. Especially as I have a flyer now, I can really start burning his hit points. He's not got many turns left to survive that way. I have to be careful myself though, that I don't suddenly get overwhelmed either. Yeah. So far so good. Okay, my turn. Ooh, do I spend... Oh, I should have spent a mana to draw cards to dodge that 3 life loss. Oh well. Okay, another creature. And another creature. Let's... If I play both of those, that should end up okay. Yeah, let's play them both then. Because I don't want him to have them, so let's put them on the field. I don't mind discarding the land when he forces me to discard stuff. Better than some of the alternatives. We can swing with this now. Oh, oh no, 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 no! I should have swung with the Azure as well. Why did I not swing with it? Oh, I made a mistake. Oops. I made a mistake. Okay, so his commander's back online now. That's bad. That is really bad. I got careless. And that might have just cost me the game. That might have just cost me the game. Oh, especially as that can force you to sacrifice creatures. Oh, that's a direct kill card. He's going to kill the Beastbinder now because I didn't shut down his commander's ability to steal my cards. No, he goes for the wrong one. That was a misplay, my friend. That was a misplay. He should have taken this one. Okay, so we both made a misplay now. It's not the end of the world. Destroy all creatures. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. I might as well still get my Surveil 2 in. What do I destroy here? Yeah. Doesn't really matter, just destroy his commander anyway. Oh, I see. So he's going to then... I do not need 2 lands right now. So by destroying everything, he might also then exile Beastbinder. No, the Unstoppable Slasher. Fair enough. I thought he was going to kill that with Tithing Blade. Okay. Okay. Yeah, move that to my command zone. This tries to come back, but it can't, but it's exile. That's fine. Now, I'm on the back foot in terms of running out of health here. But I can actually maybe slightly challenge that. Get this on field. Can he still play that even though his commander's gone? Oh, damn. Okay. Let's see here. I can... Target opponent Loses half their life rounded up. I can afford that. Yeah, because he's going to make me discard, almost certainly, so let's just make him lose some life now. I know it seems a bit wasteful, but just getting him that little bit lower is more likely to make me win than not doing it at this point. I am burning hit points. I need him to be burning hit points faster. I've lost my flyers, I've lost my card advantage. There's the sack, of course there is. Pretty sure the schism is gone. I really thought you couldn't play that if the commander was not on the field. Because it's on the card. During your turn you may play cards you don't own with stash counters on from exile. I really could have sworn it had to be on field for that to... Well, evidently not. Another reason to hate Tiny Bones. Because it's not saying stash counters do that. It's on the card saying you can do this thing with things that have stash counters. Which is a separate rule. Anyway, that needs to be dead. I can't afford my commander, however. And I am one turn... I have one turn left. Oh shit. Because of this, I have one turn left. Yeah. He's gonna win through Bandit's talent. I can remove that to gain one extra turn, I suppose. Yeah. I can't cast this because it'll kill me. So I can cast this to return this enchantment to my hand and save myself one turn. Because if I cast this, I lose. Yeah. I just have to do that. I don't think I have a means of getting 3 more damage onto him. I don't think I can do it in time. I genuinely don't think there's anything I can do here. No. I lose. His ability to just... The fact that I was spending 3 life a turn there, just existing, he was burning me down. Although, that's not activating at the moment because I've got enough cards in hand. Okay, I have a chance then. I also didn't think of that, so I have a chance. It's not much of one, and he might just blow this up with Blast Zone right now. I'm hoping he doesn't. He also just has targeted kill cards, doesn't he? Yeah, that works too. That's fine. Take the action, I might as well. 10 mana to cast this. So he's not getting extra card draw, so long as I hold where I'm at. I can use this to gain a life. Better to have this on field, because if he doesn't stop me, I can hit him. Also, yeah, where is this Tiny Bones? It's in his graveyard? Was that a mistake? I didn't even notice that he didn't put it in his command zone. Yeah, you're right. He can't move it back any time. No, Alsu, the only time you can move your commander to the command zone is if it's changing between... Ooh, that nearly got it. If it's changing zone. It's not changing zone if it's in the graveyard. Oh, come on. You had 2? Alright. So now I need to draw a kill card. If I don't draw a kill card, I lose. I have to draw a kill card. That was a choice. Oh, that's how he got that out of his zone. I draw a land. I lose. Yeah, because it's Menace, I can't block it. Good game. Oh, I could have diasighted. Oops. Oh well. Nah. Nah, it was over. I'm acknowledging it there. It was over. It was over. That was a scrappy one. I'm surprised it went as long as it did. I'm surprised he didn't kill that as a Beast Spider any sooner, to be honest. Oh god, that was scrappy. Right, I've gone through a couple drinks. I will need to be back in just one moment. Don't you go anywhere. We'll continue. I'll switch up deck as soon as I'm back. BRB. We're back. Okay. Let's continue on. So we've had a whole bunch of blue so far. I've done a black blue, I've done a green blue. So we're not going to switch to white blue. Let's see, which direction do I want to mix it up into? We could go black-white. Yeah. Either black-green or black-white. I think black-white because it's very thematic deck. It's all in the theme. White-blue cats? No thanks. The white-blue one that I have there is a enchantment focus deck with a commander which can bring enchantments back from the graveyard and can also make things cheaper to cast and give everything a flash. But it is quite expensive to get to that point. The idea is to control my opponent sufficiently that I can then get enough free casts out and just kind of win with sheer momentum over them. It's not very good at it, and yet it still keeps on winning. It's a weird one. Well, not winning like all the time. Winning at a respectable rate. Because, yeah, if it's above 50%, you're doing very well. It's the rule. If you're far above 50%. Alright, what have we got here? We've got someone who is a Jolden Unifier, all colours, and it's all about legendary creatures. Legendary creatures get +X because of the number of legendary creatures. So we'll try to prevent that from happening. There's a 3-mana, 3-mana, 3-mana opening hand. That's... I've got a 2-mana commander though, so let's keep it. Let's keep it. Drop down this. Get started there. I have got a Cavern of Souls as well, which is good. I can name Phyrexian with no concern placing that one down. He's doing a little bit of scry action. Give him a moment to think. He's putting it on the bottom. Wasn't happy with what it was. Fair enough. Fire Erection. I can now cast my commander. Not only that, but every turn I can cast a Fire Erection spell uncounterable, just in case he's stacking any of those. I don't think he is, but that's why it's in the deck. Okay, got a little thing in the way there. Let's see. Now, I could try dealing with that, because it is giving him some rampage. Whenever it attacks while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Not a big concern. Let's go for a swing first. See what they do about that. Okay. I'm not going to see it from existence. I'm going to hold that for something more dangerous. Instead, I'm going to get myself some card advantage going. I'm a little bit shy on the black mana here. In fact, I only have the 1 now. 2 if it's a Fire Action spell. It's a little bit more of a card advantage, and see what more I can turn around from this guy. Yes, that is indeed an Angry Red Riding Hood with a crossbow. Yes. They're a human scout. Ruby Daring Tracker. Ruby Red. It's pretty on the nose. They're happy with that particular scribe. Okay, they're leaving it on top for their next card draw. They're not sure what to do here. Usually a good sign. Legendary creatures get +1 and indestructible as long as you sacrifice that guy. Interesting. Don't think I want to leave that around. Yeah. Double up on the draw. Let's have a think. Planes for the turn. So I could cast that now, but I don't have anything in my graveyard to start bringing back, so it seems a little bit wasteful. Instead, I could seal him from existence, and then still bring out this Evolved Sleeper after the fact. Like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So... oh wait, never mind. Undo that. If I want that, I need to cast 2 hard whites. Ah, that's a problem. Doesn't allow me to do everything I want to do. Well, I still want that removed, so let's just remove it. I'm going to target it. He's probably going to sack it. Or he might just let it go under and see if he can get it back later. Yeah, fair enough. And then I can swing and get some more damage in. Not the greatest situation, I'll be honest, but it's what I've got to work with. He's still in need of black and blue. If he's going to get close to his commander, that's going to get him closer. He's going to find either black or blue. There's his black. So he just needs to find blue, and then he can have his commander out. Got more bits on field. Okie dokie. I could go into a Shelly here and force him to sack something. Could be nice. Alternatively, I could go Phyrexian Awakening and a Phyrexian Missionary. I've got various options. Let's go with the Phyrexian Awakening. There we are. And then let's go into... I could start leveling this up later as well, but I've not got a lot of black mana. It's not going to be great for it. No, let's go into the Phyrexian Missionary. I'm going to miss out on the kicker effect, but I still gain the life, still have this opportunity here, and I'm not going to attack. Hold the line. Now, if he's got the blue, it's commander time. That is to remove my Cavern of Souls. I mean, if he removes my Cavern of Souls, that actually gives me more black mana, because I could then go searching for the black. And likewise, he could go after my Mirex. But again, that'll slightly help me. Let's see what his plan is here. He might just also not use that and stick to it just being mana for a bit. No idea on the gentleman's play here. Looks like he's a little stuck for choice as well. What's he going for? Okay. Alicia, who can bring things back from their graveyard. So long as they attack with Anything, actually. Okay, no creatures yet to bring back, but it means that they can start working on that. So they can start attacking more liberally. Not a fan of that. Now, only Ruby here is valid to be brought back by Alicia. Oh, and that's going to slightly screw up my plans. We'll see how this all shakes out. We'll see how this all shakes out. They are functionally tapped out at this point. Yep, they are done. Let's see, what do we get here? Okay, I do have a way to just remove Alicia, which is probably the smart thing to do here. I can also destroy enchantment, which could get rid of that. But I can only do one, not both, because of that fucking thing not being used on this. I don't have the variable mana. All of these are black spells, and I have one black mana. I think for now, honestly, I'm just going to hold the line. Let's swing nothing. No. Hold it all. This is an instant. I can cast it later. I can figure out what is the better choice afterwards. Right now, holding the mana gives me the most options. And they don't know what I have, so they're now just that bit more concerned. Oh, they've got their own Cavern of Souls, and that's going to allow them to bring this out. Okay. That is definitely on my shit list for get it killed now. Let's discard a card. I'm going to save the life because I might end up needing the hit points. This one is just slightly annoying me, so let's just get it out of here. Goodbye to you. Not going to have all those buffs on your creatures. You're going to need to spend more mana to achieve that. Pass to attackers. What are you going to do? Any attacks? Anything at all? Interesting, interesting. You're going to attack with Alicia. +1/+1 counter on it. That's very fine, absolutely. Unfortunately for Alicia, this can transform. It's a 4/4. You can't kill it with that, but I can kill yours. Yeah, that doesn't trigger because it didn't enter, it transformed. Right then, now let's see what else I can do here. This is going to enter tapped, but I can get some black mana out of it later. I kind of want to destroy that enchantment, not going to lie, but this is probably more important to just hold right now. If I swing with this, are they going to sack all their creatures into it? Almost certainly not, so it's a freebie. It's a freebie. I'm going to hold off on the Shelly here, yeah. Keep this. I can destroy that enchantment unless he gives me something more important to shoot at. I mean, the enchantment's not really that big of a threat, if I'm honest with you. Whereas that is much more threatening. Hi! And goodbye again. Yeah, we're just tapping none of that, thank you very much. I probably could have let him attack first and then kill a bunch of his things. That would have been smarter, wouldn't it? Oh hey, my own one of those. Okay. Let's put that out. And then, let's see, his graveyard is not very full, so Shelly's not going to be of much use. Let's go for Terra of Tawashi. We both gain a bit of life, that is fine. He could kill the missionary if I swing with it, so let's just swing with you. I don't need to rush things here. I don't feel the need to rush. His commander now costs 9 mana. He's got 7 on field, 8 on field. So if he plays a land, he can bring it out. Nope, that's not the way to bring it out. Yep, that's fine. So far, so good. Okay, that is more mana gen. Not a fan of that. I don't really have good way to deal with him right now. Okay, I can board wipe if it comes to it now. That is a thing that I can do. I can also put down a 7 mana cost Fire Action Flesh Gorger, which is a little bit bonkers. And better than most of my options here. Yeah. But he can still bring out his commander next turn, which is still painful to think about. But I do have a couple death touches. It's not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world if he brings out a little bit of that. Yeah, because I can... Swing everything board wipe. It's the way. Decline to pay. I need to remove his creatures, just so he doesn't have so much power in him. So either he blocks a whole bunch and then I'm not scared anymore. Oh, you're gonna double block that? Yeah, that's fine, actually. That's fine. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, he can still cast that, so... Board wipe. Fuck it. Board wipe. Oh shit, that triggers. Oh, fuck, he gets a whole lot of healing first. Ah, okay, fair enough. Never mind. But still, board wipe. That's going to make it where it's nowhere near as convenient for him to bring out his commander. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th is coming. He can't cast it this turn, but he can next turn. Oh shit, it's this thing. No! It's fine, I can kill that. Shelly. Even when we're not playing against Kotis as a commander, they still have it in the deck. Yeah, I've got a bunch of things here. Did you want to blow one of them up? You can get rid of the Mirex. Patchwork Banner and win. Oh yeah, that does win, doesn't it? Huh. Yeah, you're right. Patchwork Banner and win. I didn't even see that. I was going to continue dancing around him, but you're absolutely right. Patchwork Banner and win. Because Kotis has entered tapped. Even if Kotis entered untapped, it still would have gone that way. Oh, I don't even get to cast Chimil. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. That is the victory there. Man, all of these fun cards. Shouldred ready to go, Frozen Flesh Gorger ready to go, Chimil ready to go. Ah. Turns out the ads was just patchwork and win. Oh well. It's fine. The board wipe was the absolute correct answer there. Just, yeah. Oh, and apparently I got an achievement. What did I complete there? Also, huzzah, card. Breakout, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature from among them. If that is mana value 2 or less, put it onto the battlefield, gain haste. Otherwise, put it into your hand. put everything else on the bottom of the library in a random order. That's a nifty card. I can see value in that. What's this? Gain 777 life over any number of games. Made it. Huzzah, let's claim my reward. It's a crown, I guess. It's a crown. And over here, sacrifice a bunch of creatures. It's another crown. Cool. Alright, more Phyrexia. More of it we demand, the Phyrexians. Honestly, they're just a fun set to play with. Yeah, they may not be as weirdly cute, yet still lethal, like all of the forest critters you can come across. It's not a whole bunch of fairies or merfolk, any of the other setups. It's not dragons versus angels. Oh, hello, Venser Corpse Puppet, black-blue toxin build, I'm guessing. So I need to defeat them before they go full toxin on me. Shit. Okay, that could be problematic. I can get some work done with this, however, so let's keep this. But yeah, that is more than slightly terrifying. I do think I'm going to be seeing a lot of toxin out of them. Let's get this out. Avoiding a hybrid. Yep, we'll definitely be removing that from the field. Just so they don't have toxins to start proliferating. Discard a card? Yeah, let's discard a card. Discard the Phyrexian Flesh Gorger, because any reanimations I get later I can use to bring that back. More powerful than ever before. Prototype creatures are kind of designed to do that with. That enters tapped. I don't have removal. So I'm just going to have to accept my fate on that one. Bring out Phyrexian. If I cast a Patchwork, I only have 1 mana left. So yeah, let's cast this now. There we go. That might prevent him from attacking, or he might just kill card it. I would be surprised if he doesn't have a kill card ready to go. Of some kind. There it is. Okay, move to command zone. That's unfortunate. And he's got poison on me. And so it begins. Let's get this down. Patchwork out into... Oh, it's again to counter? Nope, not countered. Cool. Out comes Phyrexians. Put this down. It'll be a 3-3, which means it can lethally block his commander. Or he might just kill him. That's somehow worse. Yep, this is not going to go well. Now the Void Wing comes back. He can create more things. Oh, this is exactly what I feared would happen. Oh, this is not good. And there's another poison counter. I'm now at 3. He's going to swing and hit me. That'll bring it to 4 poison. Oh, this is not good. Okay. Let's activate this now. Let's bring out another bit of black mana. This will go into his Shelly. Shelly will force him to sacrifice something. He's probably going to go for... Actually, I don't know. I was going to say he might have picked his commander to keep the flying toxin, but instead he went for that. Now, he might just have another kill or bounce card. Almost certainly has yet another. Okay, no. Not so far. Well, that was only 1 card. There it is. Oh god, it's even worse. It's tapped. It loses the ability to block. There's another poison. Oh dear, this is not good. There's another poisonous thing on field. There's another poison. I'm up to 6 now. I can't block with that. He's got 2 things I'm going to need to try and block. I can't afford to block all of that. I have to try. Get that on field. Get this on field. Gain the life. Ah. Once his graveyard, it's only at 5. It's not even got many creatures in there anyway. But I could use Shelly to reduce his hand. That's another poison. Not good. Sure, you can fly over me. Hit points are not going to be the way I die here. Although it does save him from dying. Oh, that's game. I'm at 9 now. I can't win. I can't win against that. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, best I can do is just put down some threats. But if he plays any kind of poison delivery card, that's game. No attacks. Any proliferate, any poison, that's game. Not what I expected him to do. Okay, I can discard. Okay. Didn't expect any of that. Oh, he's only at 7 in his graveyard. Alright. Cycle it. Kill card, kill card, kill card. Damn. Damn. It's not flying, so he wins. That's game. That's game. He just swings with the siphoner. Ah! Oh wait, I made a misplay, didn't I? Wait, hang on, hang on, hang on. Shit. Shit! Oh, I did it wrong. No, I wouldn't have had enough mana, would I? Would I? No, I had enough mana. Fuck. I just realised I could have done something to give myself one extra turn. If I had swung just Terror, didn't do the resummon of Fleshgorger, killed the Planeswalker, if he let it die that way, what would have then happened is he'd have had his 8th card in the graveyard, I could have activated Shouldered. Yep. I could have activated Shouldered, which would say each opponent destroy up to one target creature or Planeswalker they control. I could have destroyed that. At which point I would have 2 blockers versus 3 attackers with poison. No, I still lost. I'd still lost. Yeah, it was game. Oh well. Black-blue poison is probably the strongest form of standard poison. Simply enchanted? What do you mean simply enchanted? Cast 300 enchantment spells over any number of games. Oh, I suppose I did cast an enchantment that game, yeah. Ah. Yeah, black-blue poison is, in my opinion, the most dangerous form of it. I haven't seen another type of poison in Standard that is more hard to counter. It's got bounce spells, it's got kill spells, it's got draw spells, and it's got direct application of poison in both colours. It's dangerous. Oh, hello. Arachabo the First Fang. This is a mono-white deck that loves to bring in cats. Okay. Well, I have enough cards here that I can make something interesting happen, so let's keep this hand. Phyrexian Sensor can slow down how much they summon. Hello, Mythic. Slows them down. Does it slow me down anywhere near as much? Because this is a heavy Phyrexian deck. First card out, get out a Evolved Sleeper, and we are off to the races. Now, unless I draw a Swamp, I'm not going to play the Mirrex to get my Commander out. I want to save that to guarantee I can get out Phyrexian Sensor. So I need a Plains if I want to get Mirrex. Oh no, I can do this. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. I'll get out my Commander with that. Auto pay. I take 1 damage, but I also get to put this on field. No attacks. It's a 2-1. It doesn't terrify me just yet. Okay, getting slightly more concerning. Yeah, I can trade that. Fuck it, why not? I have ways and means to bring things like that back. At this point, fraction sensor, let's do it. There we go. No attacks, don't want to waste the 2-2 just yet. Okay, his cat's getting stronger. But I'm making his creatures enter tapped because they're not Phyrexian. Yeah, now you're learning what it is. You don't get the easy blocks on me, mate. He chooses not to attack. Interesting choice. I can open up with a swamp. Let's go. Skrill, it's going to cost me a hit point to put it out there, but let's do it. Auto pay. And then, whilst he thinks that he's safe, I am going to pay 3 life and pop that in the face. Bang. Which now gives me freedom to swing twice. That should be bad. Just like that. Now, I am open to attacks here. This Skrill cannot block. That's your 1 card per turn. You cannot cast any more spells this turn. Don't care if you've got a 1 mana card. You can't do it. He chooses not to. Excellent. Staff of Completion is going to cost me hit points to really utilise. I will hold off on that for now. Let's instead bring out the Terror of Tawashi. Very, very good. Let's see. It's toxic and hexproof from that card. Can't be blocked by creatures of that card this turn. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Or hold it for the protection. Now let's get the toxin on them. Target you. Protection from white. Swing through. Hit you for 4. Hit you for 3, but the poison as well. Ooh. You're going to buy a Stormbringer? Oh, always go for the expensive, I suppose. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh damn. Oh shit. Flying and 1/1s all on them at the same time. That's 16 damage on field if you swung with everything, mate. You sure you don't want to hit me for 16? Alright, you could just hit me for that. That hurts too. Ow! And they stay flying until your next turn? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay. That is bad. That is very, very, very bad. And that's a tap land, so I can't get out. Shelly! Shit! That'll cost me 2 life to cast. Or 1. And I suppose do it for 1. Protect you. Auto pay. Protect from white, please. Oh, it doesn't give it a +1. Yeah, it still can't kill it. Shit. Yeah. I lose. I just can't remove that. Even if I swung with everything, he'd just block the rest. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just going to concede. I'm out. I physically can't do anything about that. Literally nothing I can do about that. I don't even care about the fact that it duplicates tokens, but still, the fact that it duplicates tokens is insane. It's a 5 mana cost card that comes out as a Planeswalker, can create a 1/1 token, which actually creates 2 1/1 tokens because of its passive ability, whilst giving itself that +1 buff, or it can give everything you currently have, a +1/+1, and flying. And the +1 doesn't go away, the flying lasts until their next turn, rather than until end of turn. That's an insane amount of value. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. Just nothing. with the exception of swinging with these, at which point he'd go, sends a dice to that, the 2/2 dice to that, he'd still have 3, 6, 9, 13 damage on field, and I would be tapped out. Yeah. Fuck, frankly. There was nothing I could do there. God damn it. Oh well. I think I used... Yeah, I used a direct kill card Bit of Triumph during that match, didn't I? So, if I had had the foresight to have known, I could have killed the commander, but he still would have already got the first trigger off. Because, yeah, you just can't stop them on that. They get the first ability.
Hope you're having a great day.
Yo, Albert, thank you very much for resubscribing. 53 months of support. Albert, thank you very much once again there. I am indeed having a good day, and I hope you're having one as well. There, my dude. Cheers indeed. Looking at this, we've got when a creature I control dies, opponent loses 1, I gain 1. And then some expensive cards, but I've also got a bunch of mana. Let's keep it. It's risky, but let's keep it. I like the idea here. What are we against? Campbell. Slightly less happy with that. Let's open up with the Plains. Next I'll go into Cavern of Souls, and then I'll go into the Swamp. Okay, oh, they're gonna go rabbits with Campbell, are they? Enjoy. Alright, Fire Action, out you come. Let's see, I might end up using that to activate this. We'll see what it comes to. That's gonna be a lot forwards. Oh, not a commander at this point. That's weird. That's certainly the time to deploy your commander, but okay. The only thing I can cast here is actually this, unfortunately, so I might as well just get it on the field now. No attacks, going to use it defensively. It's not amazing, but it can do. If I can get Elish Norn out next turn, that'd be nice. God knows what my opponent has in his hand. Okay, this creature never dies. Opponent loses 1 life, gain 1 life. Well, that's a trade, isn't it? Yeah, fuck it. Let's just do the trade. Let's do the trade. Take action. Well, that was a little interesting. Alright, let's pop this out onto here. And now I can bring out a Vigilant Elish Norn. Please don't kill it. Please don't kill it straight away. I would very, very much like it to not be dead. Fuck! Okay! This is not going to be my match. And he's going to exile it. Oh my words. Okay, I need another 3 mana, please. I'm not going to get to that extra mana. I'll be dead before then. Oh boy. I can Commander and Evolved Sleeper. That does give me a little bit more to work with. Yeah. Commander. Into Evolved Sleeper. Give me an extra hit point. Give me 2 blockers. Slow down the bleeding a little bit. If I get land next turn, it's Chimmel. If I don't get land next turn, it's Shelly. Unless I've got a good reason to use the Fire Action Arena. That's going to give him tokens. Tokens are going to bleed me. Swinging with everything that he can. I'm going to block the rabbit. I'm not going to block with this because I can level it up. Yep, I still lose some 1 life anyway from that, but at least the token is gone. Okay, didn't get that, so yeah, I think Shelly might be the way. Or I can Arena and level this up so then I can block without losing it. That might be a better play, actually. Except I can't do that because that costs black and this costs 2 black and I only have 2 black. Bollocks. Shelly it is. Bigger blocker forces him to sacrifice a non-token creature, so we hit something of actual value. Who's it going to be? Commander, Lord Skitter, or Vengeful? It's Commander. The one he can recast. So, makes sense, really. Yep. No further attacks. Let's see what's next. At least his commander's dead, so he doesn't get that trigger. He should have triggered that before his commander died. Not summoning commander just yet. Said, what is that? Investigate for each opponent. Lost life is terminal. Over clear on its battlefield. Graveyard, create tokens. God damn it, I need my token wipes. Okay. We can block you. We can block you. I lose 2. He loses 2 creatures, but I'm still going to lose 2 life to that anyway. So yeah, might as well just go through that process. Yeah, I'm bleeding out here. I am bleeding out. I need a kill card, and I don't have a kill card. That is also not a kill card. I don't have the mana. I don't have land. I can't get much higher. Let's... If I level this up twice, I then run out of mana to cast that, maybe? No. Yeah, let's level this up. There we go. And then let's level up again. Auto pay, it's going to hurt me, I know. And then I can cast this. Okay, if I swing with everything here, he might trade, he probably won't, but I'm still fucked, aren't I? I am still fucked. Swing with everything, sod it. He's got me here. Partly because I'm not drawing my land, partly because he's just bleeding me out. I don't have my kill cards. That's a curious choice. Oh, because the Death Touch. Why you put the Rabbit Menace? Yeah, okay, fair enough. I get rid of the Death Touch, that works out, honestly. I don't mind losing that one there. I gain some life as a result. But then I lose some life. Oh, good, another Death Touch, Preacher of the Schism. I've been losing so much health just because I can't get rid of this thing. Oh, there goes Shelly forever. Flies over me and slams me with that. I might as well block. It's still 1 damage, but at least I can get rid of it. Just another thing that can't be a threat in future. Kill card? Not a kill card. Yeah, I bleed out at this point. I'm going to cast this for 3. I'm not going to be able to get it to the level of board wipe, so I might as well just cast it for 3. I could gain 3 life, and then this will trigger 3 times for another 3 life. It's not a lot, but it's something. Yep. Let's just not attack. At least by not attacking, I have plenty of blockers. I have ways to make it where he doesn't want to attack with as much. His commander's back. Just going to trigger off of this to hurt me. That's going to be another 1, 2, 3 incoming. Again, I might as well just go for the block. 2-2, just in case he buffs it, because that's the least important creature to me. Cool. There goes pretty much all the hit points I just healed. And I'm still not drawing land. I can't put this down because I will bleed out from it. I'm already bleeding out. I don't want to bleed out faster. Yeah. If I slap this down, I will be at risk of attack when I attack of just running straight into the wrong kind of death touches anyway. But it does give me a lot more freedom to just kind of swing for the hell of it. Fuck it. Gives me the ability to swing for the hell of it. Oh, he's going to copy my token. Ah, but he doesn't copy the +1/+1s on it. But I still take the 1 damage. Ouch. Yeah, let's just swing. Fuck it. Let's see what he kills. Huh. Did not see that coming. Yeah. Did not see that coming. At least there's already been a token, so you don't get to copy this one. Yep, Grafted Butcher is going to die to his Preach for the Schism. One of those mites, 2 of those mites are going to die as well. That's going to give me 3 life. Whilst dealing a bit of damage to him. There's actually a lot better than it looks there. Yep. End turn. That was a lot better than it may have looked. You do your thing. Let's see. Yeah, this cost me life to get card draw as well. I can't afford it. Now comes a token. Because the token comes out, he both gets to remove something from my graveyard and sap another hit point from me. He's going to attack with everything. So I'm going to block as much as I can. Okay. You block this. You block that. You block that. Leave the Death Touch on field. Is that the smart play? Smart enough that I'm going to do it. Fuck it. I mean, he's obviously holding on to something. Create a token, sure. I know you've got more going on than that. You wouldn't have just swung like this otherwise. Oh, I'm on 1 hit point! Oh, sweet merciful Jesus, that's close. I mean, I don't win at this point, do I? I don't think there is functionally any way I can come back from this, no. Good game. I killed myself with the land. I was trying to kill myself with the creature. Oh, where were my kill cards? I have them. This motherfucker was on the field for far too long. Not a kill card. Not targeted. Not a kill card. Not a kill card. Nope, 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 nope. No kill cards. Not a single targeted kill card out of 18 of my cards. And I couldn't afford to get the card draw going. Because I didn't have a proper source of life gain to make up for the sheer bleed out I was suffering there. Oof. The whole time I was thinking I'm just 1 kill card away. Just 1 kill card away. I could not. Alright. I think that is where we're going to have to wrap it up. According to this, we've had 11 wins today. Although, granted, a couple of those people conceding far earlier than they ever should. But in any case, That has been a whole bunch of green, blue, and black, white. And quite successfully so. We are going to wrap it up there. For those of you who've been enjoying the overlay, was it helpful to you? Has it been a brand new useful insight, or has it just been kind of there for the hell of it? Let me know. So it might be better let me know over on Discord, because we are wrapping up here. I'll be live again on Sunday with some more Warframe. In the meantime, have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.